Big plays on the field. It's Bryant's Cowboys going up against Jackson's Buccaneers.
And we're about 5 miles northwest of downtown Tampa at beautiful Raymond James Stadium near Florida's Gulf Coast. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Dallas Cowboys and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. Again, it's Elliott. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
I think there's one element that just keeps increasing on defense in the NFL, and that's speed. They want it at every position, and we just saw there some linebackers that can go sideline to sideline, run past that trash, go past people, and make tackles near the sidelines.
And not only near the sideline, but also in the backfield there for the loss. They'll need to get the play off quickly. To throw is Prescott. He's going to float this over the middle deep. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down. So on 4th down, here's Chris Jones to punt it away. Back deep for the Bucs, Deshaun Jackson. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. And this will be out of bounds, and they spot it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad.
What's up, Charles? Man, that shit kicked me out of the party, man. Yeah, no. But it was full, though. That's what I'm saying. It was full. I tried to get back in.
The first carry now for Doug Martin. And he's not even going to get back to the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
And frankly, Brandon, we're talking about things I'm not sure we ever thought we'd talk about in the NFL. And a lot of that is the speed of the linebacker position. A lot of these guys in college, they were safeties. They moved them up to outside linebacker to combat the spread offenses. And now we're seeing it in the NFL. Those same guys using their speed to make plays in the backfield, similar to that one.
Mike Evans, the one he was looking for.
Yeah, you sure did.
Down. And the offense looking to pick up the first down after the 2nd down incompletion. On 3rd down, Winston. To the sideline. Wow, what a catch. Doesn't get a lot out of it. But he is able to keep the feet in bounds. Ouch, you thought you had the defensive stand. Roughing the passer wipes it out.
What does every defense talk about? 3 and out, right? Thought they were able to get off the field. Not so.
Following the penalty, Martin. they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 11 more on that one and another first down. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only are they controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the second and the third levels. You know, get to linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon. Now they run with Sims. And he'll get this out past the 45 to the 47. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
So the offense readies for a 2nd and 4. They'll run it now out of the gun. He'll get 3 up to midfield. And that's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, and defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to 3rd down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
On 3rd and short, going with their tight end. And he gets this one across midfield for the first down to the 46. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues. Fresh set of downs here. Winston with a give to Martin. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Hey, when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
Again, it's Martin. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a first.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. From the gun, Winston. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
This defense not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. They came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Anger is on to punt, and he gets this one away. And this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Dallas offense now heading back out onto the field. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too. Boy, you go 3 and out on your first drive, and that's not the way you want to start this drive either. Doesn't seem like they're really into it just yet.
No, first 4 plays, you don't want to call it a disaster, but not looking very sharp. They go to Elliott again. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
That goes down as a loss against his rushing stats. But really, should he have to absorb that one? He had no chance on that play before they overwhelmed him.
Pretty much on top of him before he could take his first step. Prescott gets this one to Morris. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. They'll get a couple yards on that one, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. Out now comes the Cowboys punter as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Time for our first check of the NFL scoreboard. And it's the Bears who are off to the early lead. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. So out come the Bucs now. And, you know, their previous possession, they were able to move the football, but still wound up punting in the end.
You know, in 2016, Carolina had a 20-play drive that lasted over 10 minutes. And remember how it ended?
In a punt.
Yeah, I mean, how does that happen? You just don't see that happen every day.
This one maybe not quite that bad, but still, you'd like to have a chance for points if you hold the football that long.
Agreed.
And he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
They run it again with Martin. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. Getting the sense, Charles, are going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far is working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
So the run gets him the first, and now they operate with a fresh set of downs. Jameis to throw it. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. On 2nd down, Martin. He'll get about 4 as he's past the 35 to the 38-yard line.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
The Bucs on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. And now a timeout called by the Cowboys defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. The Bucs on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. From the shotgun, it's Winston. Buying time to his left. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. For a big guy, Jameis sure can move. Did a nice job there picking up the 1st down with his legs. First down. Here's the run with Martin. And he's going to take this one down to about the 46-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. If these kinds of lanes are available, you have to feel like he's going to have a pretty big game on the ground.
Yeah, you can tell early on he's got a little burst in his step, and that's a big pickup right there on 1st down.
Now Winston. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
You got to give some credit. They're able to hop up in the air and bat that one away. And that's frustrating for an offensive lineman because the only recourse is when he goes in the air to try and give him some type of a pop or a shove, hoping to bring his arms down.
Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. On the ground with a tight end. And he's going to have a 1st down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. Just a gain of a couple, but good enough to keep the drive rolling. So the run moves the chains, and here we go on 1st down. Working out of the gun. Winston. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. DeMarcus Lawrence in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10. Now a second down throw for Winston. It's caught by Mike Evans. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to third down. Took him 5 tries, but he is able to complete that first pass of the game.
And could you hear the exhale all the way up here? Not just from him, coaching staff, offensive line, receivers. Now he's off the schneid. Can they get him going in a nice groove where he becomes a little more consistent throwing the football?
Because you miss those first 2, but you get up the 0 for 4 range. That can be a little tricky, but able to settle in, hopefully.
Yeah, now you won't have any confidence issues. Now you can kind of get it back even with just one throw.
Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's the Bucs in possession of the football as we begin the second quarter. They're on the march, but facing a third down here. And this seemingly endless drive continues. Winston from the gun on third down. Being chased out left. He can run for it, and he will. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a first down. And a 10th carry here for Martin. Finding room to the 20. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15, just shy of the 10. That burst good for 20 and a first down.
This has been a good drive so far, and it's been the running game for the most part that's powered them down there. Another nice burst there, picking up a first down. Now it's 1st and 10, as you said, in the red zone.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held them to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Now Sims. And a nice pickup there. He gets about 5 down to the 4-yard line.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
The Bucs on third down. They have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. This time they face a 3rd and 2. A carry here for the big tight end. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. Patrick Murray now on for the field goal. This will be just a 21-yard attempt. And Murray's kick is up and good. And the Bucs take a 3-0 lead. So it was a drive that seemed to go on for an eternity, forever. Our sponsors were probably saying, hey, we need to get our products in here on these commercials. But after all of that, 3 points as a result.
Yeah, it's hard to say who came out ahead there, isn't it? On one hand, you kept the defense out there a long time. But after controlling the ball for so long and just moving the ball incrementally down the field, a field goal seems like a bad result.
They start on the ground with Elliott. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give them 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
Well, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. And now it looks like we've got a Cowboy shaken up down there on the field. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. A second down throw for Prescott. And he slings one that's incomplete. He was trying to get it to Ezekiel Elliott, and it'll bring up third down.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
And the box with an extra defender in the secondary now on third down. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? And he got a little aggressive too early.
And he did, wanting that quick takeoff as the ball was snapped. But I think sometimes those big guys on offense, they're pretty cagey too, right? They make those little sudden moves or those little subtle moves that get you to jump.
Prescott on 3rd and 2. A dump off to Elliott. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. Now on 4th and inches, they're going to want to talk this over. We get a timeout. That's their second, so they'll have one remaining here in this second quarter. We'll be right back. And in their own territory, needing only a few inches, they're going to line up to go for this thing on 4th down. Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. And he's got enough for the first across midfield to the 48. Give him 6 on the play, and they're able to convert here on 4th and inches. First down carry by Elliott. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. On second down, Elliott. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Prescott looks to throw on first. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. They'll give him 8 on the play, and it'll be a second down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Left, Elliott. Elliott a first down and more. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up first and goal. Now it's the Florida Atlantic alum. This is Alfred Morris. And he'll take this forward for 2, maybe 3. But we do have a flag down, and they're already marching backward. After the penalty, it's Elliott. Fighting his way through contact. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
They run with Morris. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. And give him 5 that time as they draw a bit closer here for a 2nd and goal.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. So 5 yards there as one of the big guys up front moved.
And in a 4-3 front, you got the 2 defensive tackles right near the football. I know there's a lot of movement around there, but they're always taught to have one eye on the football. Apparently, that didn't happen.
Well, just play after play after play on this long drive for the offense. And now it's 2nd and goal. On the counter, Elliott. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. That one good for 12 yards. And that is going to set up 3rd and goal. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. Trying to keep those big legs churning, but he's going to go down in the backfield.
I get the thought process. 3rd and short, give it to the fullback, let him bulldoze his way. But that means you're counting on your offensive line to win the line of scrimmage, aren't you?
Yeah, there was just a mass of bodies there at the line. Looked like more defenders than offensive guys. Winds up losing yardage. So they get 3. They were hoping for 6. An unlucky number 13 play drive.
Well, you go to the sideline after putting 3 points on the board, happy, but you wanted to be ecstatic. You wanted to have 6 on the board. On the opposite sideline, though, the defense, I think they're high-fiving each other, only giving up 3 after letting them run that much offense.
Here comes the Tampa Bay offense now heading back out onto the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. You put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him in contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that. Super toe.
2 minutes to play in a tightly contested first half. We'll come back to Tampa after this timeout. And they still need 8 yards for the first here on 2nd down. Throwing, Winston. Escaping the pressure right. Throw right side, caught by O.J. Howard. And he's going to be out of bounds at the 39. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. Now Winston. And that one falls incomplete. Trying to dump it underneath. Now 2nd down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. So the incomplete pass brings up 2nd down. To throw, Winston. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they didn't incompletions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the 1st half. But if you don't pick up the 1st down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
The Bucs on 3rd down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. They'll throw again. Winston. And he's got a man. It's the tight end Howard, complete. It'll be a gain of 16 and give him a 1st down as well.
And the game just keeps evolving. Big guys running those corner routes, so difficult to cover.
A 1st down throw for Winston. Oh, he can't hang on. That was a dream chance for any D lineman to possibly get a pick. But instead it falls down incomplete. Second down following the incompletion. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. A 2nd down throw for Winston. And this one caught by Cameron Brate. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. The Buccaneer first, Winston to Brate.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the 1st half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target.
I know we're just in the 2nd quarter, and there's a ways to go in this game, but that's his 2nd drop. I'm wondering if that's a little bit of an alarm bell for them when they start calling plays on the offensive side of the ball.
His eyes already looking upfield on that last one before he brought it in. 2nd down now after the incompletion. Jameis again. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Howard. And he's going to be out of bounds down inside the 20. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs. Now the offense lining up 1st and 10. Now with the play clock about to expire, we get a
Oh, yeah, yeah.
and a timeout as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. They'll run it now out of the gun. So he got free of one tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball. But when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Now Jameis on second down. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets him up now first and goal. Look at this, a tight end carry. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. A long drive here. Play 12 coming up for the offense. Second and goal to go now. They hand off to their big tight end. And he's going to go backward. They get him behind the line. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. Not time enough for a play and then a timeout, you wouldn't think. So with 4 seconds left, they're going for it. Final play of the half here, Winston. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be taken in at the 1. He's going to be stopped here with a penalty marker on the field. I'm not sure what this is about. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that would look pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
Long drive. The defense just cannot seem to catch a break and get off the field. Winston gives to the tailback, Martin. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. Second down. Big boys down there in the trenches, and a nice play to stop them cold. Nothing there.
Yeah, when you talk about big boys, you're talking about those defensive tackles, those nose tackles. They're not just big, they're immense. And what a big-time play there.
Here's Winston. He's got the hook up here to Deshaun Jackson. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Now Martin running left. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. Second down, Winston. And break, the tight end's got it. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. And they'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for third down. The Bucs on third down. 6 conversions and 9 tries. They've done a great job of picking these up. Here it's 3rd and 2. They give it off here to the tight end. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down. Give them 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
It's no accident they've been moving the ball well all game long. This offensive line has done an excellent job adapting to everything the defense is throwing at them and creating holes for their runners.
So the offense has it 1st and 10. They'll run here with Sims. Down to about the 22 here. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid-type player. Half defense.
Taking it right down Broadway. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Charles Sims, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Bucs are able to strike for 6. And it is up. And it's good. That'll make our score 10-3 now. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Cowboys offense now, they head out for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. And the offense there, the O-line, everybody really on offense, they were just manhandled at the point of attack.
Yeah, you could pretty much call them all out, couldn't you? Almost by name, right? That was a very tough sequence for the offensive line. But how about that defensive front creating a new line of scrimmage and creating a lost yardage possibility?
So now 11 yards to go for this offensive unit. It's 2nd down. Again, it's Elliott. Takes it to the 26, just a 1-yard gain. Not the start to the drive they were looking for. That run doesn't do much at all.
No, not at all, and it leaves them with 3rd and long. And you know, this is the time of game where these drives really, really start to matter. They've got to make some moves.
The Cowboys on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Escapes the sack. But in the end, the pressure too great, and he goes down. Gerald McCoy in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that'll lead to a 4th down. The punt team on now as this one's sent away. Here's Jackson. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. Now the Buccaneers offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. Do you think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn into a play action, and throw one deep.
And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
They run again on 1st down. Martin, despite the strong run, he'll be hit and dropped shy of the 45. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Sims He'll get about 4 here, down to the 43-yard line.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
On 3rd and short to give to the tight end. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. It'll be called a gain of 2, and that'll leave him with some options here on 4th and inches. Too long for a field goal, too short to punt. That in-between range, and they'll go for it on 4th down. Now on 4th and inches, they're going to want to talk this over. We get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Feeling like they're not quite in field goal range yet. They're going to go for it on 4th. Winston to throw it this time. Complete. He finds Bray. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. It'll be a gain of 9, and they're able to convert here on 4th and inches. Another tote for the workhorse, Martin. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Yeah, now it was the safety that came through and made the play, but there's no doubt in my mind, he hits like a linebacker, and we see a lot of that in today's NFL, don't we?
And that time we do indeed. A big hit for a loss. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. Winston. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Jackson. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. The Bucs on 3rd down. Well, they've converted 7 times and could use another right now. This will be 3rd and 5. From the gun, Winston goes underneath to Martin. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and that'll bring up 4th down. And Murray's kick is up and good. And they will stretch their lead to 10 now at 13-3. So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, but the net gain, 3 points.
And you're going to have drives like that in this league. Sometimes you just got to take the 3 and move on. Always better than nothing.
So out come the Cowboys now as their offense gets set to take over. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time. And
now it looks like we've got a Cowboy shaken up down there on the field. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. Second down, Prescott finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Clock showing 90 seconds to go in the 3rd. Prescott on 1st down. Throw left side complete. That's Benson. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
So here we go, 1st and 10 now. They'll run it now out of the gun. And that play goes.
Shit, that thing keep kicking me out of the party.
Yeah, me too, man.
Minute now of the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, they keep kicking me out of the party.
Now out of the gun.
Hey, Blue.
Down to the 40,
Yeah.
5 yards that time.
I found something here I'm reading on
You gotta give kudos to your offensive
Ben
line
18
and the
for
guy carrying the
PS4.
ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire,
Goes back
but they
to
brought it back to
before
3rd
EA's
manageable
pledge
with that
to
run.
working
The
competition
Cowboys
goal.
on 3rd down.
We have a
pretty woeful
EA with
0 for 5
Madden's
thus
having
far.
lagging
This will be
issues right
3rd and
now.
6.
They have what?
Lag issues.
Oh, lag?
Yeah, they're having some
Here's
lag
Prescott.
issues.
He dumps off to Morris.
Trying to see if they
Gets it to
removed
the
any
32,
players.
Good enough for a first down.
Yeah, they took 2 of my players off, Eddie Langston, and that was the first season, and then this season they took KJ Wright out when I put him in free agents.
Cause I looked everywhere all through there. I can't.
Back now
Not even
in
into
Tampa.
transactions or nothing.
It's the Cowboys in possession of the football, but they
I
trail
mean,
here
that
as we
could be the
begin
only
the
thing.
4th quarter of
If
play.
they're removed from the game, he's not going to be in transactions either.
They're gonna get my quarterback before they remove him. Shit.
First down and 10 now for the offensive group. Prescott from the gun. Throwing for his running back, and he's got it complete. And inside the 20
Starting off
before
pretty
he's
good
brought
mid-season so
down.
far.
Back-to-back nice games.
Yeah.
That one for 14 yards and
I
another
got to play
first.
dead
Why you
man.
play the
You know,
game?
most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end,
play
but running
dead man
backs,
next.
they can be a big part of any passing offense
He's
nowadays.
going to be on the bye week.
Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive.
Shit, we got about 4 or 5 games in tonight.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a
I
timeout
can't wait to
here
week
by
14 when
the
I play
offense.
LaRod.
It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining. as we step
Yeah,
aside
boy,
here
he's
in
sick.
the
I
fourth
know he's
quarter.
sick. He was beating the shit out of him then. So since it's kicking me out of the party, but it's not kicking me out the game because I was looking at finessing game. I mean,
Run it now out of the gun.
drafting game.
Able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little
Watch that
game.
game. Who's winning
9
that?
yards is the pickup there. They'll have a second and
Brad
long.
was winning.
Now, I can't imagine any celebrations
he
being
was up
any
about 7. He
bigger
was
than
late
your
in the
first
fourth
NFL
quarter.
touchdown. And this rookie running back is still seeking his. He's not going to get it on that play.
Yeah, when me and Goins started that game, then you left the party and everyone's starting to leave. Just me and him in there. And I told him, I said, you know, you can go
Run it now
on
out of
4th
the
and
gun.
down whenever you want. But when you go 4th and down on your own 40, that's not
Now,
good.
yes, a
Usually,
two-possession game, but a good
that's
chunk
all.
of time on the
You
clock,
can
so
decision
they
to
have the
make.
ability still there to
I
run it
wouldn't
on
do it.
second and short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right. They did pick up the first down there, but they, as you mentioned, they have to pick up the pace now because it's a two-possession game. They've got to get there twice to make sure they have a chance to win.
And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground.
You stole that, man. I mean, sorry, Goldenline, you be in this game.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will take it
Yep.
in.
That's the running back you drafted.
Yeah.
A great effort.
Zeke just got hurt.
With his first career.
Oh, he did?
Yeah, Zeke just got hurt,
And
man.
the Cowboys draw a bit closer.
He looked pretty strong.
Yep.
And he puts it through there within 3. It's
What's his speed?
96.
What's his acceleration?
93.
Bailey now to keep this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
So what round you drafted him in?
Offensive unit back down on the field. And they're not going to play this
Third, I
conservative,
think.
I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3 except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
Brandon's all about pace and tempo now
Damn,
for them. They got the
Braxton
advantage, so I'm going to put musical
Damn,
terms
boy.
for you. You don't want to go prestissimo. That's too quick, too lively, right? But you also don't want to slow it down too much. You don't want to go lento. What you really want to be is moderado. Nice and even, nice and steady, get those gains, and close out the game.
I think that chicken parm from last night's gone to your head. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Now they run with Sims. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
Is it good work?
10 yards still left on second down. Carry number 20 here for Martin. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. A nice pickup there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much, as he's down to the 48. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Now, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or two short here with third down coming up. They'll run it. Here's Martin. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. How about this offensive line? They're really starting to establish themselves, take over this game.
And before the series began, I know exactly what was said in the defensive huddle. Guys, we got to get no less than a 3 and out. Let's get off the field. Instead, they can't find any traction towards doing that. Right now, they're just getting muscled all over the field and getting pushed down it.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. And the 8th play on this drive coming up. Now a handoff as they run left side. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there, and on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing, in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously, but at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
And a really long drive here, and it goes on and on.
What did he say that for?
And again this time to the tailback. And he gets it down close to the 10-yard line. There we go. It's a gain of 7 on the play, and it sets up a 3rd and inches situation. The fourth quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding, keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
3rd down, it's Doug Martin. And not only will he not get the few inches he needs, he's going to go backwards. Losing 4 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. And now the Cowboys are going to call another timeout. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. So on 4th down,
ooh, that was a big play.
In a big spot here. And Murray's kick.
Wow.
And good.
He lost 5. Goddamn. Wow.
It's 16-10. So they get the 3 here, but you wonder
That
whether
was
that's going to
a
be enough.
big ass play.
You've now made it so they need a touchdown rather than a field goal to catch them. But you're right. If they'd gotten 6 out of that drive, this would be a
I'm
much
tell you something, I just knew he had
Here
it.
comes Ryan Switzer to return.
So I knew he was going to get it.
And he'll bring it a few
30
points from
inches.
20 to the 23-yard line. The Cowboys offense heading back out and ready to go again. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
On 1st and 10.
Right, got this game.
He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
That would have been a great catch. It was real difficult to hold on
It's
to.
38-24, and they got a minute and 30 left.
Would have been a great play if he'd been able to hold that one in.
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
So this offense really needs to make something happen here late in the 4th with the football. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
Now, that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork, and add in a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up 1st downs.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. A 1st down throw for Prescott. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this.
Not the big piece, the 2 little pieces you ate.
It's the piece that I had.
That's the one you just got from court.
No, this is the one I got from court.
Alright, put that back. Put that one there. Not that one. Yeah.
They'll run it now out of the gun.
Hey, smash.
He'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask.
What the other piece is? Show me the other piece. What's wrong with that?
And the wideout in motion. They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
6 yards to go here on second down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is knocked down from the side. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
On 3rd down, it's Benson, and he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. And the next snap coming inside the red zone here. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up 1st and goal.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the second. That led to a really nice game.
This is caught, and he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. A gain of 9 there, sets up 2nd and goal. Prescott urging his guys to go quickly. They need to get up and set. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys.
Oh, man.
A great play.
Anytime he win a goddamn, might lose the goddamn game.
Cowboys will have the lead if they can hit the PAT. And they have
what? They just give it to you?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Bailey now to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now the Buccaneer offense gets set to take over. So you're right there, but obviously the clock is not your friend. How do you handle this situation?
You're thinking 2 plays. One, to get yourself in position for the second one. Whether you're able to get into field goal range,
You got 2
you
plays.
have to try another deep pass, another Hail Mary, but you're trying to get the first one to a receiver, get out of bounds, and give yourself a chance to set things up for an easier shot at it.
Let's see if they can do it. Might be easier said than done. Back to throw. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds.
Work with me, partner. Take a deep breath, because that's what they're doing down the field now. That incomplete.
I just knew you were going to make that third inning.
Get in the huddle. Kind of scan the crowd, see if any celebrities are here. Relax a little bit as they start this big drive.
He'll look to throw. Flushed out right. Now a desperation throw deep. Oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Jeff Heath. Then he will take
Ball
it
game.
across midfield and down to the 45.
Ball game.
And that one, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to go up just short, as this is definitely not his best throw, and it'll wind up being intercepted.
Charles.
Victory all but assured.
Why you played a perfect game.
Victory. A road win in the national.
Let me ask you 2 questions. One, why you didn't run with your fullback instead of giving it to your halfback? And then the next thing, why you didn't throw a screen play, bubble screen to the right receiver, or or some type of play because
it's a dream start.
I'm pretty sure that
and they'll get another road test next
Goldline was playing for the run.
To take
Yep.
on the Falcons. Meanwhile, for Tampa Bay,
Because you went down the field
and they'll try to make it
running the ball.
as they host the New Orleans Saints.
And so you're already 7 yards deep, whatever, 5,